Good morning, everyone. It is officially March Madness. It is time to talk about our brackets and our predictions. Last night we had a couple of good games, and a couple of days ago too, with NC State, losing to Texas and the Texas hitting that game winner, and in Miami, Ohio went on a game like insane 3-point shot. Everyone shooting like Curry out there. But it's officially March now, and first game tips up 11:15. So yeah, I mean, Ty, how do we feel about this March? This is going to be a very interesting one to compare to other ones because we got a lot of superstar athletes, in my opinion.
Yeah, we got a lot of good freshmen this year. There's a lot of depth in the rosters too, and I feel like there's going to be a lot of upsets compared to
hmm
previous years we've seen. Looking forward to this one a lot since
I
the
am
start of the year,
too.
I'd say.
I am too. I think this is one of the most interesting things, and I think this is a lot of teams. I think there's a lot of great teams out here, and you still got the freshmen, of course.
Yeah,
I mean, of course, we have the four number ones. I mean, it makes sense. Arizona, Florida, the champs, the defending reigning champs, and you got Michigan, and then you got if I said Duke already, but like you got those four. Out of those four,
yeah.
who do you think has the best shot to win it? You think?
I think Arizona does. I think you have the Duke dilemma where they always go every year, or
Mm-hmm.
they'll be like a Elite Eight and somehow lose. And I think Michigan State in their kind of region could be
Mm-hmm.
that team that beats them this year.
You think beats Duke, or you think?
I
I
could
could
see
see it
Michigan
too.
State making a little run and beating Duke.
I could too. I think we're gonna see a rematch, if anything, in that Elite Eight, if anything, between those two. I think
Yeah.
that's definitely possible. Um, this is the one thing I got to say is the most fraudable number one. I'm not gonna say it's Florida, but I just Florida's good, yes, but do we? They don't have like I don't know too much about Florida. Like who's their like superstar? Because last year we got Walter Clayton. He was unbelievable last year, carrying that team all the way to the championship. Of course, does who's Florida's type of guy you think for them? Because I don't know too much
Um,
about them.
I think it's the number 21, Alex Condone. I think
Condone,
he's their best player, but
best player.
who's that
Okay.
one dude who came from Princeton, that point guard who's supposed to be really good? He had
Oh
a really
yes.
like up and down season, but he started heating up towards the end. Princeton basketball. It's
Oh,
Xavier Lee. I think that's what I'm talking about.
okay. Yeah, I mean they're
Yeah.
they're decent. I mean, a couple good guys on this team. I just don't know if this is the same team that you can go run it back, back to back like UConn a couple years ago. Because what UConn did was
Yeah.
unbelievable, going back to back. It's been a minute since we've seen that, and I mean, we forget they had the easiest path that one year in 20, if I'm correct, in 23 or 24. Or no, like was it 22 or 23? I forget when they beat like FFU or San Diego's Aztecs and all that kind of
That
stuff.
was 23. That was
23 and
23.
and then 24
Yeah.
they beat Purdue, beat Zach Edey's team. So I don't think Florida goes back
Yeah.
to back in this. It's so hard to go back to back because what UConn did, they pretty much ran it back with the same team and they went back to back. So
Yeah.
um,
Thomas Hogg, he was doing good in the SEC tournament.
yes,
Yeah,
he
the
was
thing
solid.
is about previous years is that like, Florida who kind of I'm not gonna say it was obvious, but they were really heating up towards the end of, I'd say,
hmm
the SEC tournament, going into
Yes,
the SEC tournament.
right.
And, UConn, obviously, this is a year where I think it's kind of hard to, I'd say, predict like a champion. Maybe Arizona, you can say, but
Yeah,
again, you have Duke in there, you have other teams that can obviously win it. And I feel like this is one of the years where it's just gonna be like nobody saw the champion coming. Like last year, you could have saw like Florida winning,
you
and
could.
I feel
And it
like
was
this could be like a 2019 year where like UVA went on that run
that's the one
and won
thing.
it.
When Virginia won that year after losing first round to UMBC, they almost got in the tournament, of course, a couple nights ago, but they lost by two to Buffalo, if
Yeah,
I'm correct, or yeah, somewhere close teams. But I think if one of these teams go on a crazy run and you wouldn't surprise like a crazy upset, I think it could be honestly Michigan State. I think Michigan State has the best ability. They have the ability to do
yeah,
that. You could say Purdue. Houston could come back in this thing. I mean, you forget Houston was a shot away winning the national championship. But the thing about Houston is, I came on this on my TikTok. The thing is, they choke like they're good, but they somehow find a way to choke always, and they can't get the job done. Because what's crazy?
yeah.
Since 2020, they have the most. They're the third most wins in March Madness, and they're without a conference without a championship by their side.
Damn.
So
They're always
that's
they're always going on deep runs though.
they do because we forget in 2020 it kind of started with that they lost to Baylor. My Baylor Bears, destroyed them. If I believe in the elite. No, was it? No, it was the Final Four. We beat them in the Final Four.
Yeah, Final Four.
And then you forget a couple years ago, I forget who they lost to. It just happens a lot. I mean, last year it was insane when they beat Duke and then they almost beat Florida. Of course, it was a crazy situation. That team, I think that was one of Houston's best teams in recent memories on that team. Do I think they have a chance to go and run? Possibly. They got to play Illinois. I have Illinois, going into the against them, I believe, in the Sweet 16. And Illinois has that one point guard, if I believe, Kitten Wager, if his name is right, if I said his name correct, that 6'6" point guard they have on their team. He's been really good for Illinois, so I wouldn't be surprised if Illinois pulls the upset right there, beat the number 2 seed. And another thing is interesting about Houston. If Houston makes it to, I believe, the Elite 8 or Final Four, I think Elite 8 or Sweet 16, they play at home. You know that, right? They play in
Houston.
They play in Toyota Center Arena.
Damn.
So that's like a lot of things are like people are saying like what
that's a big advantage. Right there.
That is a big advantage, really, if they make that Sweet 16 or that Elite 8 right there. So that would be big. And a lot of people are saying like should it be it's a big advantage against Florida because Florida makes it if they make it as a number 1 seed to the Elite 8 and they got to play Houston in a home crowd pretty much. That is a big advantage if anything.
Yeah, I think Iowa State can honestly go on a run too. They kept up close with Arizona, losing on that game winner. So I mean,
yes,
I wouldn't be surprised if they went on a run.
I wouldn't be surprised if Kentucky goes on a run. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I know Kentucky has not been their best year, if anything, but I wouldn't be surprised if they go on a run. Or maybe Santa Clara beats them. That's a very up and down game, if anything, in that. But I think there's some history between Kentucky being as a 7th seed. Not as a high seed, and they go on runs because last time they were seed like this, they went into going all the way to the championship game and ended up losing to UConn by 6 a couple years ago, like a decade ago, if anything. But enough of this. Let's go through our full brackets now. So going to the South side, I of course have the crazy upsets. I have is McGee's beating Vanderbilt and Nebraska making to the Sweet 16. That's my crazy one right there, if I have to say.
The upset I have there, let's see. I gotta look at my bracket. I'm doing my $1 billion bracket. I'm winning that. Don't worry.
We'll see if that goes well for you. And I also have I do have North Carolina losing first round because after losing Caleb Wilson, they look like it's a complete different team. I think VSU, I don't know too much about them, but I just have a feeling they have a random guy probably could shoot his clock out or something like that, could shoot the ball out. I think VSU pulls the upset against North Carolina, if anything.
My one upset in the South region, I have Texas A&M over St. Mary's.
I do have Texas A&M in that matchup too. I think there's going to be a lot.
I wouldn't say, yeah.
There's going to be a lot of upsets in the South region, if I'm correct. There's a lot of matchups favoring.
I have, I mean, this is not an upset. I have Iowa beating Clemson, Clemson was in my bracket last year, and I had to bet on them. And I'm never betting on them ever again. So
I'm taking Iowa as well in this matchup. I think Iowa, they have a great – I forgot who they have. One of their players made the all-freshman team or transfer portal. I don't even know too much about their team. I think they have a decent team. I forgot who they have. Because I look at Iowa basketball. They're a very underrated team because I think a lot of people are saying they could honestly upset Florida possibly. People are saying, they only lost by 3 against Michigan. They lost to, Ohio in the tournament. And then they lost to Wisconsin. Nebraska when they were red hot. They got destroyed by Purdue. They're a decent team. Okay, not like the best, but almost be Purdue. They have a lot of these close games when I look at them. Lots of close games this year with their team. And they were ranked number 13 1 point in this year. So, and almost beat Iowa State too earlier this year or back in December. So they have a lot of close games. I wouldn't be surprised if they have a close game with Florida in that next round, in the round of 32.
Yeah, we'll have to see though. Definitely. I mean, obviously we have Florida moving on. Mm-hmm. I think Vanderbilt takes care of McNeese.
I'm taking McGee's. Give me those McGee's. McGee's did it last year. Went on 2 rounds, if I believe, and they still got Aura. They still got Aura on their team.
No.
Amin Khan. Amin
Oh
Khan.
no.
Amin Khan is
No.
going to the Sweet 16. He's going. He's going to be in Nebraska, and they're going to go to
He
Aura.
lost all of his aura.
He has Aura. What did you mean? McGee's is insane, dude. They have won the. I don't know what their division is, but they've been in this like since last year. They're dominating their division so far, and making making an appearance in the tournament every year. And I think they're just getting better and better and better as a program. Even though they lost their coach last year, and their coach lost in the first four to Texas by a game winner. So I think McGee's is going to go on a crazy run, make the Sweet 16, if I'm correct.
We'll have to see. I mean, this is a 5 versus 12. And
It is.
there's every year there's always going to be that 5 versus 12 and
That-
12 wins. So
I know.
this could be it.
Good.
Nebraska over Troy. I have North Carolina over VCU.
I just can't.
I really like North Carolina's odds.
I liked North Carolina, but the thing about North Carolina, losing Caleb Wilson, they're not the same team. They're just not
No.
the same team. I just don't think it's. I think they'll easily, if they win against VCU, they're not beating Illinois. I don't care. I think Kenton Walker is going to go off in that game against them. I just don't think they have a factor playing against a star player like that. Oh.
You're going to be surprised, but if North Carolina and Illinois do go on to the next round, I have North Carolina upsetting.
Wow, that is insane. I just
Yep.
don't trust. I just don't trust North Carolina. You lose your best player, and I don't think you have a shot. Especially in this tournament when everyone has a good player or a superstar talent or a duo, it is very difficult to do that.
Yeah. I mean, North Carolina, Hubert, we'll see how Hubert does.
We'll see. We'll definitely see. I mean, shit, it'll be very interesting.
He got that experience. I mean, you saw a couple years ago when they went on that run.
Yeah.
Everyone was just like,
Yep. They beat my team. We should have won, but we didn't. And 91 to 89. We almost came back in that game. Meh. But it's what it is, though.
yeah, see, you're a hater. You're just hating.
I mean, I'm not a hater. I just hate those blue bloods. If anything, make a new era. But anyways, with that, more in the South region. I mean, do you Houston? You of course have Houston and A&M. And then the round of 32.
I don't have A&M winning. I have St. Mary's.
You have St. Mary's. Okay,
That's not what I'm saying.
I have A&M winning that game. Okay, now going to the round of 32 with this conference. I have Florida winning this, and McGee's playing them in the Sweet 16, and then Illinois making to the Sweet 16, playing Houston as that. So I have those matchups.
Okay. I have Florida, Iowa. I have Florida winning. I have Vanderbilt over Nebraska for the South region. I have North Carolina over Illinois. And I have Houston over A&M. I actually have A&M winning. That's my fault.
Okay.
And yeah, so actually, yeah, I have Houston winning that one.
Okay, and so in your Sweet 16, I have Florida and McGee's, and then I have Illinois and Houston.
I have Florida, Vanderbilt, North Carolina, Houston.
The thing about Vanderbilt is they were like they made the SEC championship. Okay, I'll give them that, and they were red hot. We forget they were one of the teams that were undefeated in the beginning of the year with Nebraska and them. This is Vanderbilt's best program they ever been in basketball history for them. So they could make a potential run. It just really depends for me. Is that first round matchup, in my opinion, how they do?
Yeah, and then for the round of 16, who do you have? Florida or?
Florida. I got Florida making it. I have Florida. I don't think McGee's will make it Elite Eight. There's no way. I'm sorry. Florida should win.
I have Vanderbilt going to the Elite Eight. And
You
then I
have
have Houston over. Yeah.
Ooh. I have Illinois over Houston. I have Illinois making, honestly,
Wow.
I have Illinois making my Final Four. I think Illinois can do it. I believe in Kenton Walker. I really do. I mean, his advantage as a 6'6", 6'7" point guard is insane. And his ability to score, driving the lane, to shoot the three. I think he's one of the most underrated. I mean, he's potentially going to be a lottery pick. That's the thing. I have that. The thing is, in past, like, this, when I look at this whole, like, demographic of a bracket, I look at this as a 2018, the one with Zion, the 2019 one. There's a lot of coaches that can coach well and have a superstar talent, but then you have superstar players. I'm taking the superstar player over the teams now in this one, honestly. Because Houston, they don't have a superstar player, but they have a team. They have a solid team. And I look at Illinois, they have a superstar player. And I think I'm more of this, in this bracket, I'm siding more of the superstar players over teams in this one.
Okay.
That's why I'm more looking into it now.
Who's next? You want to do the East?
Let's go. Is it East next? Yes, we go East. Honestly, the best conference, the best region, my bad, in this whole thing. I think it's the hardest one. I think you wouldn't be surprised if you see a lot of upsets or a lot of teams are going on a crazy run, if anything.
Yeah.
So starting off, we got Duke. I mean, Duke should win that game, and Ohio State versus TCU. I have TCU in this game. TCU has been a very underrated team in the Big 12 this year, winning a lot of competitive
Okay.
games, winning on a lot of runs. If anything, they've been on a good streak. Mine's losing the Big 12 championship, of course, or not championship, the Big 12, tournament. But I think they're a solid team. I think they started like one of the worst in the Big 12, and they got better and better and better, and just winning a lot of games to put themselves in the tournament. So I think TCU has the best shot to upset Ohio in this game.
Okay. I have Ohio State. I really like how they played in the or Big Ten tournament,
Mm-hmm.
and they looked really good against Michigan. Ultimately, did fall to
They
them,
did.
but
They
I mean,
did.
they kept that close. So we'll have to see.
Yes, and then St. John's versus North Iowa. A lot of people say North Iowa could upset St. John's. I think St. John's, what they did to UConn, and they didn't get like a third seed or like a four seed, in my opinion. They screwed St. John's in this tournament, if anything.
Yeah.
I think St. John's is gonna get pissed off, and they're gonna go on a good run. I think they're gonna win the next two. I think they go Sweet 16 in this.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen Johnson over Northern Iowa too.
And then Kansas, they should beat, Cal Baptist. I mean, we'll see if Kansas
Yeah.
wants to show up with Darren Pearson, those guys. We'll see how that whole drama with their situation is. If Darren Pearson has been just lying to us this whole tournament, the whole season, and he just shows up in this whole tournament and just goes off.
Yeah. We'll see. I'm interested
Uh,
with that.
Louisville, South Florida. I'm taking South Florida. After losing Mikael Brown, I don't think this team goes anywhere. South Florida's a very underrated team. Won the American this year.
Yep.
Been very competitive this year. Other teams in the lower conferences or like in the thing, going 25-8 in their conference. I mean, they're solid, dude. I mean, they have a guy who's averaging 16 points in West Nice, and then they have another guy, an individual, that's averaging almost a double-double, and Isaiah Nelson, if I'm saying this correct, right? But I think losing Mikael Brown Jr. is a big loss for this team. That's my big thing for this thing.
Yeah, I saw Florida too. They got the two Splash Bros.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Baby Curry and Clay.
I know. They are very good. And Michigan State versus North Dakota State. Michigan State should win that. This matchup is very interesting to me. UCLA versus UCF, Central Florida. Central Florida's been a very decent team in the Big 12. Not a crazy team. I mean, they made it. If anything, I mean, the Big 12 is one of the best conferences in college play, compared to other conferences. But UCLA, I think UCLA should get it done against UCF, if anything.
Yeah, me too. I agree with that. And then UConn Furman, I got UConn.
Yeah. And now Sweet 16, the round of 32. A lot of people are saying Duke has potential to get upsetted in this round. I don't know. A lot of people say Duke could, but I'm still taking Duke over TCU. And then St. John's, Kansas. Give me St. John's. I don't know what Darren Pearson we're going to see in this tournament. I don't know what kind of Kansas team we're going to see in this one.
I have Kansas winning this one. Without Darren Peterson, they are I think it's 9-2. So they're a really good team.
They're good.
And if they get Darren Peterson back, obviously you'll have potentially top 5 NBA player. I mean, yeah, it is top 5 NBA player for this draft, not top 5 right now. So I mean, I think they're too deep to where it's you gotta take St. John's over them. So I think it's gonna be Kansas over St. John's.
St. John's, I just think that it's just that factor of that underdog mentality because a lot of people are betting against them. Because you look at them, they should be a higher seed. They should. And what they did, they beat UConn 2 out of 1, who's a 2 seed right now, and they have beat a lot of comfortable teams this year, if I'm correct. I think they honestly just win this matchup against Kansas, and if what you say with Kansas, they don't need Darren Pearson. I forget, did Kansas last year lose in the second round? I forgot. I don't know if they did or not.
I think they did lose in the second round.
And then St. John's lost the second round, of course, to Arkansas too in that matchup. So both these teams are trying to get out of that hump a little bit because you look at Kansas, they've been good, yes, but this is honestly a disappointing year for Kansas with the potential they had this year, and they are a 4 seed in my opinion. That's a very disappointing year. Don't get me wrong, Big 12 was insane with Arizona and Houston, but I think and BYU, but just very disappointing spot in them. But I agree with you.
Yeah.
We'll see how this matchup goes. South Florida versus Michigan State. Do you stay with your Splash Bros, or do you think Michigan State's ability with a great team they have with this team, potentially?
I got Michigan State.
Okay. I'm also taking Michigan State in this one. And then UConn versus UCLA, a very interesting matchup. Two blue blood teams in recent history. Give me UConn. A lot of people say UCLA could go on a run with a potential team with history with them being a lower seed, but I think UConn could shade it done. I think UConn has the better team overall.
Yeah.
Now Sweet 16. Duke. You have Duke versus Kansas. Do you believe in the Kansas team led by Darren Pearson or the Cam Boozer team?
Give me Cam Boozer's team. I have Duke going to the Elite Eight.
I do too. And in the UConn versus Michigan State, I think I have Michigan State in this one. I think Michigan State, there's something with history with Michigan State finding a way to play Duke in some way, somehow, and then Michigan State beats Duke. There's some history between that. I don't know why, but it's always some way, somehow. And I think Michigan State somehow beats Duke in this matchup into the Final Four, heading to the Final Four. I would love to take Boozer and those guys, but there's something about Duke. They find a way with the great teams they had. They should have won. They should have went to the championship game last year with Cooper Flagg and those guys, but they didn't. And even the year when they had Zion and RJ and Cam Reddish, they should have went. But guess what? Lost to damn Michigan State. And then Jeremy Kane and those guys lost to NC State and DJ Burns. So, a lot of things have happened in history with these guys, and I think I don't know if Cam Boozer be the one who does it. Could he?
I think they could have won in 2022 when they had Paulo.
They could have won. Yeah. And they
lost to UNC in Final Four.
Yep.
That was ridiculous.
That was so many years, bro. They're right there, and we're just waiting. Because, don't get me wrong, Duke is honestly one of the best programs in history and basketball history with this team, and we're still waiting for the chance to see them back in the championship game and see if they can compete for the next title for them.
Who would you compare them to in college football? Who's a team that is so close every time? Dude, they're like Georgia. They're like Georgia before they won those two natties.
I can see that Georgia, they're just right there. They have the program and everything. There, yeah. They just can't go over the hump some way somehow. They're just right there. You could say Notre Dame because with their history a little bit, and they're always somehow in the competing for it. But of course, their schedule. Of course, you give them that, but I don't know. Michigan State. I have Michigan State though winning this, if I have to say.
Yeah.
Because you look at the thing. Jeremiah Fears. He's very good. He's a junior. Jackson Canola. He's a solid player, if anything. So they're a decent team, but I think I should take Michigan State in this matchup.
Against Duke for the...
Yeah, I'll take them that.
I have, in that matchup, I got Duke. Winning.
You got Duke? Okay. We have that differences. Okay. Damn, I got to probably switch my shit up. No, honestly...
Go with your gut, because then...
I'm going to go Duke. Yeah.
No, imagine now it's Michigan State wins and you had the perfect bracket.
I don't know. It's just I'm looking at my Final Four. I have damn Illinois versus Michigan State. I'm like, hold up, I don't want to.
I've seen a lot of people say March will get really wild this year. This is going to be a year where it's going to be what the fuck happened? It's what went wrong to where these teams made the Final Four?
Oh no. Okay, maybe I do. Go Michigan State. Maybe I'll go with that. All right. We're going to the West. I got Arizona, of course. Arizona win this. Villanova. Give me High Point. Give me that random white boy on that damn team that is shooting. He doesn't shoot mid range. He only shoots threes. And I forgot his name. What's his name? Where's that white boy? High Point. He's a shooter. He's a shooter.
No, it's not him. I don't know. One of my buddies goes to High Point.
Chase Johnson. He is 48% from the deep. Okay? 48. Almost 50. Give me this guy shooting the lights out of Wisconsin. All right? Give me him. I'm taking him. He's insane. I've seen him. I saw him when he won his tournament against that thing. I was like, holy cow. He just shot almost a total of 23s in the game and only 0 2 points. I'm like, what the hell? Give me a High Point in this matchup. Give me the upset.
I have Wisconsin.
All right. Go back on Earth.
Arkansas, Hawaii. I have Arkansas on that one.
I do too.
I really like Arkansas this year.
BYU versus Texas. This is a very underrated matchup. Like I say, I do like. This is like a matchup because you think Texas is a very underrated team. Also winning by the game winner against NC State. I think AJ and these guys get it done. I think AJ is about to boost that number one overall pick, if anything.
Yeah, give me the Soakers in this one. I got BYU taking down Texas.
And then Gonzaga versus Kansas State. Gonzaga, they should win that matchup.
Yeah.
Miami versus Missouri. Give me Miami. Give me the U.
Give me Missouri. Give me Missouri,
wow.
baby.
Wow. Why is that? Why?
You see Miami against Virginia? Miami got smacked, and they're gonna be cold. Give me Missouri. Give me Missouri in this one, baby.
Okay.
And then Purdue versus Queens. Queens of Charlotte represent. Give me Purdue.
Okay. And then going to the second round, I have Arizona versus Villanova.
Yep.
Give me Arkansas versus High Point. I think that will end very quickly. Give me BYU.
I have Arkansas, Wisconsin.
Okay? Who do you have in that matchup? You have Arkansas.
Arkansas. Yeah, I have Arkansas, Arizona going Sweet 16.
Okay. BYU versus Gonzaga, and I have BYU.
Yep. There's BYU too, baby.
There's something about Gonzaga, dude. It's just they're. I don't know.
They're like off-brand Duke. They'll go on a run. They'll look really good, and then they'll just choke. It's like off-brand Duke.
Honestly, yeah. And I mean, they went to the title, and then they ended up losing to my team. Getting destroyed. Being almost the closest team to be undefeated.
Jalen Suggs
hit that shot against UCLA.
Dude, they were nasty that year.
Yeah, they were, and they got clamped up by the Mitchell and Butler duo right there. So, David on Mitchell. Yeah, but going to that, Purdue. I have Purdue versus Miami. Give me Purdue in this matchup.
Yeah, I have Purdue over Missouri.
Yeah, give me Purdue in this one.
I think we have the same Sweet 16 then, if I'm correct.
Arkansas versus Arizona, and then BYU versus Purdue. Give me BYU gets Purdue, and then give me.
I got Purdue.
Give me Arkansas versus Arizona. I have the 4 versus the 6.
Wow. I have Arizona versus Purdue.
I have Cuff versus AJ in this matchup.
Wow.
I told you, I'm siding with a lot of players this one. I'm siding with a lot of players in this. And Arkansas, the team that won the SEC championship with Cuff in them, and then AJ, arguably one of the best players. Who do I take in this matchup? Give me something with Calipari this year. He's turning up a little bit. He's turning. It's something about this year about him. And I think he honestly makes it to the Final Four again. Once again.
Wow.
I think he makes it back. Oh, wait, hold up. There's this thing about them. They can't shoot. They can't play defense. Never mind. They can't play fucking defense. I don't know if they can start. Maybe I'll take BYU. I gotta take BYU. I'll give them the Mormons. I saw a thing. They can't play defense for shit. But they have great offense percentage, though. They're great in the offense field. Except 2 points, though. They can't shoot mid-range. Save their life.
Who do you have in the Elite Eight for your West? Arizona. I have Arizona Purdue right now.
Yeah, for my Elite Eight, I have Arkansas versus BYU. I'm taking BYU.
Wow, you have BYU going to the Final Four?
Yep. Give me AJ. Give me AJ. I believe in AJ.
Dude, if AJ brings BYU to the Final Four, he'd be like a unanimous number one. I have Arizona going to the Final Four. Give me the Zona.
Something about Zona. They have a great team. Cole Pete, he's phenomenal. Maybe Cole Pete in this one could boost his draft stock depending on how he does. Because, Cole Pete, he's right now outside of the top 15. If anything, he's not a lottery pick. But in this March Madness, he could honestly boost his thing up to a top lottery pick, if anything.
Yeah.
So going now to the Midwestern side. Give me Michigan. Give me Georgia.
I have St. Louis over Georgia.
Oh, you St. Louis. I don't know too much about St. Louis. I do not know too much.
I like their logo. I don't like them dogs. So give me St. Louis.
And give me Akron, Ohio, beating Texas Tech. Give me Akron, Ohio.
Wow. I have Texas Tech winning that one.
Texas Tech losing JT Toppin is a big loss. I don't care. Big loss. Give me Bama against Hofstra. Give me that.
Who's Hofstra?
Hofstra. Going to now another matchup. Tennessee versus Ohio. Miami, Ohio. Give me Miami, Ohio. They are clicking with the after last night. With
Wow.
their shooting performance was insane. They do play tomorrow at 3:25 against Tennessee. And Tennessee, I don't know too much about Tennessee. You probably do more because SEC type of team, but I don't know too much. Give me those white boys down in Miami, Ohio.
I have Tennessee winning this one. I mean, you go 30-0. Or 31-0. That's impressive. But I mean, but then you can say like they didn't play anyone. But like, who goes 31-0? Regardless.
It's like
But
it gives me the vibes of the Boise State when Boise State went on a crazy. They only had one loss, and then they made it.
yeah. But the thing is, they played the first game in their tournament and lost. So it's kind of
Yeah.
hard to believe like that. We'll see. That's gonna be interesting. I'm definitely
hmm
watch that one.
All right, and you give me Michigan versus not well, Virginia versus Wright State. Give me
Yeah, I
Kentucky.
got Virginia.
Give me Kentucky against Santa Clara. A lot of people say Santa Clara could upset this matchup. They like the shooting performance against these both individuals.
I have Santa Clara winning this.
And then give me Iowa State versus Tennessee. Um, uh, 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 uh.
Yep. So we only had one different one, and that was the Kentucky one. Midwest, Michigan, St. Louis. Actually, yeah, I'd St. Louis. I have Michigan going to win that one.
I
I
do
assume you
too.
have Michigan. Yeah.
Yeah, and I have Bama versus Akron. Give me Bama in this one. I'm not gonna give Akron all
Yeah.
that praise. And then Miami, Ohio. I give me Virginia. Virginia almost beat Duke against that
Yeah.
in the ACC. I think Virginia is a very underrated team. They could honestly make a run
Yep.
this one too. So give me Virginia in that matchup.
And then I have Iowa State over Santa Clara. Don't tell me you have Kentucky going on their own. You have
Give me
Kentucky
Kentucky.
going on their
Give
own.
me Kentucky.
Holy
Give me
shit.
Kentucky making the Sweet 16.
Damn.
Don't get me wrong, Iowa State's good. They had a close matchup. In their matchups between, if anything, in their games. I don't know. I just don't see anything in Iowa State that's crazy to me. I mean, a lot of people probably hate on me why I'm picking it. But I think I will take it SEC over especially a blue blood like Kentucky against Iowa State, if anything.
Yeah. So yeah, Michigan. You have Michigan, Alabama in your Sweet 16.
Yes,
Who
I
you have winning that
do.
one?
Give me Michigan. I think Michigan. Those guys that got in the transfer portal of Adam Amar and a couple other guys, they have a lot of. They went crazy in the transfer portal this one, and they kind of showed out and everything. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong. Bama has a good team with their freshman couple individuals. I mean, you know more about Bama and that team they have. I just think this
Well,
is not.
yeah. Ian Holloway got suspended though, removed
Yeah,
from campus, so it's pretty
yeah.
bad. 17 points a game, and I think Phylon can honestly, if he plays out of his mind, he can also shoot himself into the top 10. He's young too,
He's
and
too.
he's
That's the
got
thing.
really good potential.
There's a lot of young guys on that Bama team. I just think that compared to
Yeah.
last year's Bama team and this is a very weak Bama team. If anything, I think Bama will be better next year, but I think this is just a weak
Yeah,
Bama
we
team.
got 3 5 stars coming in next year,
Yeah,
so
I think that's the big difference with this team. But give me Michigan this matchup though. Give me
yeah, I
Michigan.
have Michigan winning that one too.
Virginia versus Kentucky. Give me Virginia. I'm not gonna hate Kentucky
Yep.
all the way. Give me Virginia. I think Virginia is unbelievable, underrated in this matchup in these games compared to other teams.
Yeah, I have Virginia winning this one too.
So now my lead eight: Michigan versus Virginia. The thing is, you have to have at least one seed. You got to have a one seed in your thing. So give me Michigan going there. Give me Michigan making it. And I think Virginia is a very underrated team, but I think Michigan can make it too.
I have Virginia going to the Final Four, beating Michigan.
Oh. I might have to change it because I do want to take Virginia. I might have to. I just can't. Me having 3-3C, 3-3-6, and my damn Final Fours, I did not expect that. But give me Michigan. I just can't. I can have one seed, one. Now in the Final Four. I have Michigan
Yep.
State. I have a lot of Big Tens. Holy cow! I did not expect this. Michigan State versus Illinois, and then Michigan versus no, I can't. I gotta take Virginia. My gut's taking Virginia. I can't do that. I can't take Michigan. So I have Virginia, BYU, and then Michigan State versus Illinois. I have no one seeds. in my damn shit.
Oh, dude, if that's a perfect bracket for you, good for you. Good for you. Good for you.
So who do I have? Okay, in your side, Duke. You have Duke versus Houston, or like Duke versus
Houston,
someone.
yeah.
A
Duke, Houston.
rematch. A rematch in that matchup. Who do you think you have in that one? Who wins that rematch?
Give me the Blue Devils.
Okay.
Give me Duke.
All right. I have a
They're
damn
the greatest, baby.
I have a damn Big Ten versus matchup. Give me Michigan State though. I think Michigan State makes it to the
Wow.
championship. I think they do. They somehow do that. And now you got BYU versus Virginia. Give me the Mormons making to the championship.
Wow. All right, now I have Arizona, Virginia. Give me Arizona, the Natty, against Duke.
Duke versus them. Oh, mind you, I have so many brackets, but I'm just choosing the most radical one. But if this hits, that's insane. Give me. Yeah, I have BYU versus Michigan State. I did not plan this one. I did not have all matchups, but give me the Mormons win the Natty. I don't even know. I think AJ's gonna do something crazy, and we're about to see in history. I'm very high on AJ. I think AJ's about to shock the world and be potentially the best player we've seen in college basketball history. If he somehow loses today to Texas, I am wrong. But yes, give me AJ.
Wow. I have Arizona, Duke, in the Natty. Give me Arizona. Give me the Zonas.
Zonas. Everyone would say the Zonas. People would say that, but
And my women's March Madness, I have UConn winning every single game.
yeah, we know UConn's just gonna win it all. There's nothing to hide with that. There's none. So yes, I know, chat. I know I chose the craziest bracket, but if it hits, we are winning big monies. But if it doesn't hit, well, oh boy.
Mine's a perfect bracket, guys. This is gonna be on the news later. You'll see this, and this is just me saying
We say all
the
this.
first thing I should buy is a yacht after I get my $1 billion from Kalshi. So.
We say this, and then this doesn't hit. That's the thing. That's the one thing.
Mine's hitting. That's all I know.
Okay. Well, that is all from us, me and Ty. Let us know in the comments or something like that. I know we're going to be an hour before tip-off and all that. It's going to be crazy matchups. But, yes, like and subscribe. And thank you all for joining this episode of Donia Sports.